As you can see here, we're out in Lantana, Texas, installing this Amana S-Series inverter system. The homeowner had already purchased one. We are putting in another one. So the beautiful thing about these inverter systems is not only is it super quiet, that's in high speed mode too. You can barely hear it. It's got a slim feature. See it sitting next to your traditional cube system. It's got the slim feature. Also, with the inverter technology is you got a variable speed compressor. So this system right here is, let's see what size it is. I'm not sure what the tonnage is on it. This is a 4-ton. As you can see, that 48 number right there indicates the tonnage. So this is a 4-ton. So when this unit kicks on, it's always a 4-ton. And so what these inverters do is you have multiple capacities. It'll ramp up and down with that variable speed compressor. It'll ramp up and down with the load of the house or the demand from our fully communicating thermostat. It's going to tell it the demand. It's going to try to achieve a longer runtime. And I know you're probably thinking, wouldn't a longer runtime be more inefficient? And no, that's not the case. What is costing you the most money on your electric bill is the starting and stopping of these units. So the longer run times is going to do multiple things, but one of the greatest things is it's going to remove the moisture and the humidity out of your house, not just satisfying the temperature, but also making it more comfortable at a better humidity, a more comfortable humidity inside the home. So that this paired with that variable speed furnace up there, that motor is going to ramp up and down. It's going to, once it gets close to achieving that set point, it's going to run in a lower stage. That blower is going to ramp down, making that coil colder and removing the moisture out of the air. So there's several benefits. It also has a fully communicating thermostat that allows us to do remote monitoring. So we will be able to check in on the performances of this unit, and also be able to see when it's time to schedule for maintenance and things like that. If the unit has a fault or shuts down on a fault code, we're able to be notified and contact the homeowner probably before they even know it. So these things are looking nice. The guys are upstairs in the attic right now getting the indoor equipment installed, and we will check back in and show you guys updated progress. Okay, so it took about 3.5 minutes. I timed it. So at this point in the process, a lot of people get impatient and they start panicking. They don't see it pop up, and then they start calling. They get all freaked out. They start redoing the test. You have to be patient. Give it 5 minutes. Okay, so now you see our test modes right here. The charge mode is if you want to put it into charge mode to charge the system based off of subcooling. I use the recommended method, and that's line set length. So in your instruction manual at your condenser, you will see a line set charge where you calculate the refrigerant charge by the line set length. So yes, you do have to measure the exact length of your line set, and then it'll give you a calculation. So on this system, we had a 65-foot line set, so it required us to add 18 ounces of refrigerant. So we already did that. We pulled our vacuum. We weighed in our 18 ounces of refrigerant. So now we're going to go do the system test. Tap here and you're going to run test. Okay, so you see it's running. So you got to let this run through. So this is going to start the system up, do all of its checks. As you see, it takes up to 15 minutes to complete. So you got to be patient. This is communicating equipment, and this is a very important part of the process to make sure, you know, the life of the system oftentimes is determined on the quality of the install. So you really want to take your time and do things correctly. So we're going to run through these system tests, and then we'll get back on here. All right, so one more important step of the process is when you go to braze in your refrigerant, your copper refrigerant lines, you must always braze using nitrogen. You must purge it in through the lines, because if you don't, the heating up of the copper tubing without that flow will cause like this oxidization, this it's like this black flakes that get in the copper tubing, and this will flow throughout the system, causing filter dryers to clog up, or your metering device to clog up, or damage the compressor. So when getting one of these systems installed, it is a super important part of the process to make sure that this is happening. All right, pulling our vacuum. Okay. You can see that for a proper vacuum, you want it to be below 400 microns. And we're gonna check the tightness test and do our decay test. Here is our final installed S-Series condenser. As you can tell, they are all running right now, but what do you hear? Let's see. Got our surge protector installed. If you're looking to upgrade, quietest unit on the market, side discharge inverter, Amana S-Series system, give us a call. So, just got done installing the S-Series at the shop. Where we take all the trash, offload the scrap. Now, we're gonna back Big Bertha up. And then we call her a night and go rest for the weekend.